that motherfucker live in Tenderloin? I'm getting real nasty. I'm fucking up my words. Oh,
it's alright, it's a good time.
I probably should not read tonight, but I will.
We love you, Todd. Do it!
Love me! Now, was William not wonderful? That is a true fucking poet, man. I'm gonna publish him one day. Lazy motherfucker. But next, oh man, next. Are y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Get another drink.
Are you ready for some sex? All right, here's who's coming up next. And pay attention to this because it's true. Julie Valin had a completely normal childhood, but she continued to write. She was introduced to Bukowski at an impressionable young age. She thinks Bukowski would have taken full advantage of her. She learned how to pop wheelies on a motorcycle from an older boy named Brian. She then stole his copy of Mockingbird, Wish Me Luck.
Yeah.
Even though she has never lived in flop houses, bet on horses, and she has only slept with a few whores, Julie feels unnaturally connected to the ugly old man. He is responsible for her green jello fetish to this day.
Yeah.
Julie Valin!
Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys are lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna use this thing. I'm gonna try to. Okay. This is one of my favorite poems. A radio with guts. It was on the second floor on Coronado Street. I used to get drunk and throw the radio through the window while it was playing. And of course, it would break the glass in the window, and the radio would sit there on the roof still playing. And I'd tell my woman, what a marvelous radio. The next morning, I'd take the window off the hinges and carry it down the street to the glass man, who would put in another pane. I kept throwing that radio through the window each time I got drunk, and it would sit there on the roof still playing, a magic radio, a radio with guts. And each morning I'd take the window back to the glass man. I don't remember how it ended exactly, though I do remember we finally moved out. There was a woman downstairs who worked in the garden in her bathing suit. She really dug with that trowel, and she put her behind up in the air, and I used to sit in the window and watch the sun shine all over that thing while the music played. For they had things to say. The canaries were there, and the lemon tree, and the old woman with warts, and I was there, a child, and I touched the piano keys as they talked, but not too loudly, for they had things to say, the three of them, and I watched them cover the canaries at night with flour sacks. So they can sleep, my dear. I played the piano quietly, one note at a time, the canaries under their sacks, and there were pepper trees brushing the roof like rain, and hanging outside the windows like green rain. And they talked, the three of them, sitting in a warm night semicircle. and the keys were black and white and responded to my fingers like the locked-in magic of a waiting, grown-up world. And now they're gone, the three of them, and I am old. Pirate feet have trod the clean thatched floors of my soul, and the canaries sing no more. On going out to get the mail, the droll noon, where squadrons of worms creep up like stripteasers to be raked like blackbirds. I go outside and all up and down the street, the green armies shoot color like an everlasting 4th of July. And I too seem to swell inside, a kind of unknown bursting, a feeling perhaps that there isn't any enemy anywhere. And I reach down into the box, and there is nothing, not even a letter from the gas company saying they will shut it off again. Not even a short note from my ex-wife bragging upon her present happiness. My hand searches the mailbox in a kind of disbelief, long after the mind has given up. There's not even a dead fly down in there. I'm a fool, I think. I should have known it works like this. I go inside as all the flowers leap up to greet me. Anything, the woman asks? Nothing, I answer. What's for breakfast? Dollar signs. I've always had trouble with money. This one place I worked, everybody ate hot dogs and potato chips in the company cafeteria for 3 days before each payday. I wanted steaks. I even went to see the manager of the cafeteria and demanded that he serve steaks. He refused. I'd forget payday. I had a high rate of absenteeism, and payday would arrive and everyone would start talking about it. Payday? I'd say. Hell, is this payday? I forgot to pick up my last check. Stop the bullshit, man. No, I mean it. I'd jump up and go down to payroll, and sure enough, there'd be a check, and I'd come back and show it to them. Jesus Christ, I forgot all about it. For some reason, they'd get angry. Then the payroll clerk would come around. I'd have 2 checks. Jesus, I'd say 2 checks. And they were angry. Some of them were working 2 jobs. The worst day, it was raining very hard. I didn't have a raincoat, so I put on a very old coat I hadn't worn for months. And I walked in a little late while they were working. I looked in the coat for some cigarettes and found a $5 bill in the side pocket. Hey, look, I said, I just found a $5 bill I didn't know I had. That's funny. Hey, man, knock off the shit. No, I'm serious, really. I remember wearing this coat when I got drunk at the bars. I've been rolled too often. I've got this fear. I take money out of my wallet and hide it all over me. Sit down and get to work. I reached into an inside pocket. Hey, look, here's a 20. God, here's a 20 I never knew I had. I'm rich. You're not funny, son of a bitch. Hey, my God, here's another 20. Too much, too much. I knew I didn't spend all that money that night. I thought I'd been rolled again. I kept searching the coat. Hey, here's a 10 and here's a 5. My God. Listen, I'm telling you to sit down and shut up. My God, I'm rich. I don't even need this job. Man, sit down. I found another 10 after I sat down, but I didn't say anything. I could feel waves of hatred and I was confused. They believed I had plotted the whole thing just to make them feel bad. I didn't want to. People who live on hot dogs and potato chips for 3 days before payday feel bad enough. This is the poem that I was first introduced to at my young and impressionable age, and it's called Chilled Green. What is it? An old woman, fat, yellow dress, torn stockings, sitting on the curbing with a little boy. 98 degrees at 3 in the afternoon. It seems obscene, but look, they are calm, almost happy. They eat the green jello and the red roses shine. It's just a simple poem. A definition. Hey! A definition. Love is a light at night running through the fog. Love is a beer cap stepped on while on the way to the bathroom. Love is the lost key to your door when you're drunk. Love is what happens 1 year in 10. Love is a crushed cat. Love is the old newsboy on the corner who has given it up. Love is what you think the other person has destroyed. Love is what vanished with the age of battleships. Love is the phone ringing, the same voice or another voice, but never the right voice. Love is betrayal. Love is the burning of the homeless in an alley. Love is steel. Love is the cockroach. Love is a mailbox. Love is rain upon the roof of an old hotel in Los Angeles. Love is your father in a coffin who hated you. Love is a horse with a broken leg trying to stand while 45,000 people watch. Love is the way we boil like the lobster. Love is everything we said it wasn't. Love is the flea you can't find, and love is a mosquito. Love is 50 grenadiers. Love is an empty bedpan. Love is a riot in San Quentin. Love is a madhouse. Love is a donkey standing in a street of flies. Love is an empty bar stool. Love is a film of the Hindenburg curling to pieces, a moment that still screams. Love is Dostoevsky at the roulette wheel. Love is what crawls along the ground. Love is your woman dancing pressed against a stranger. Love is an old woman stealing a loaf of bread. And love is a word used too much and much too soon. This is my last, or not mine, because it's not mine, but I'm up here and I'm doing it, and it's my last poem, and it's dedicated to Sean. And even though I don't have a wonderful British accent, let's just try this, okay? So you want to be a writer. If it doesn't come bursting out of you in spite of everything, don't do it. Unless it comes unasked out of your heart and your mind and your mouth and your gut, don't do it. If you have to sit for hours staring at your computer screen or hunched over your typewriter searching for words, don't do it. If you're doing it for money or fame, don't do it. If you're doing it because you want women in your bed, don't do it. If you have to sit there and rewrite it again and again, don't do it. If it's hard work, just thinking about doing it, don't do it. If you're trying to write like somebody else, forget about it. If you have to wait for it to roar out of you, then wait patiently. If it never does roar out of you, do something else. If you first have to read it to your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your parents or to anybody at all, you're not ready. Don't be like so many writers. Don't be like so many thousands of people who call themselves writers. Don't be dull and boring and pretentious. Don't be consumed with self-love. The libraries of the world have yawned themselves to sleep over your kind. Don't add to that.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Unless it comes out of your soul like a rocket. Unless being still would drive you to madness or suicide or murder, don't do it. Unless the sun inside you is burning your gut, don't do it. When it is truly time, and if you have been chosen, it will do it by itself. And it will keep on doing it until you die, or it dies in you. There is no other way, and there never was.
Yeah.